Ever wondered what goes into building a Pagani hypercar? These hypercars look like they were sculpted by artists, engineered by dreamers, and assembled by perfectionists. But what if I told you it all began in a tiny town in Argentina? And the man behind these multi-million-dollar masterpieces wasn't even Italian? We received an exclusive, behind-the-scenes tour of Pagani's showroom, museum, and factory. A rare journey into the heart of where the world's most extraordinary hypercars are born. Tucked away in an unassuming industrial zone of Modena, Italy, lies the birthplace of some of the rarest and most breathtaking hypercars on the planet. Pagani. Like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. This Zonda HP Barchetta was built for one person, Horacio Pagani himself. A $17.5 million masterpiece in blue-tinted carbon fiber, with covered rear wheels and a 7.3-liter V12 roaring through a 6-speed manual. Today, I'm taking you on an exclusive journey inside a place few people ever get to see in person. Pagani is the home of one of the most elite automotive brands in the world. From the beautiful museum that preserves the brand's legacy to the display of some of the most extreme hypercars ever created. And finally, behind the scenes in the design studio and factory, where carbon fiber dreams are turned into high-speed art. Buckle up, because this is where rare hypercars are born. This is not just a story about fast cars. It's about one man's obsession with design, innovation, and impossible standards. But how Horacio Pagani started to design and build incredible hypercars? To understand how Pagani builds hypercars, we have to go back to where it all began. Not in Modena, not in Milan, but in a small town in Argentina. Horacio Pagani grew up fascinated by two things: art and engineering. As a young boy, he built model cars from scratch and studied the works of Leonardo da Vinci, who believed that art and science are disciplines that must walk together. That philosophy shaped Horacio's entire life. He moved to Italy with a dream to build the world's most beautiful and advanced performance machines. He worked at Lamborghini. He challenged the limits of carbon fiber. And when others said it couldn't be done, he started Pagani Automobili. What followed wasn't just a company. It was the creation of a new standard, where every bolt, every curve, and every sound had to be perfect. Our tour begins in the Pagani Museum. It doesn't feel like a showroom. It feels like an art gallery. Every car here tells a story. From the original Zonda C12 to the track-focused Huayra R, these hypercars are more than metal. They're sculptures in motion, born from a philosophy that combined art with engineering. Each car is surrounded by its origin sketches, prototypes, and even the clay models used during the design process. There are quotes from Horacio Pagani himself lining the walls. "We build emotion. We chase perfection." At the center of the Pagani Museum, you'll find one of its most eye-catching features. A Zonda displayed on a rotating platform. The car is placed here for a reason. As it slowly turns, it offers a full 360-degree view of the design that helped define Pagani as a hypercar brand. The rotation allows you to appreciate the flowing body lines, the exposed carbon fiber finish, and the aerodynamic details that are usually only seen in motion or in pieces. Part of the Zonda is finished in clear-coated carbon fiber, showcasing the craftsmanship behind every panel. You'll notice the central spine running from nose to tail, the large rear diffuser, and of course, the signature quad exhaust mounted high in the rear. A design element that's now become iconic. The engine is exposed and the interior visible through the open doors, showing off the custom leatherwork, exposed gear linkage, and machined aluminum details. Each component made by hand, with an obsessive focus on precision. You can take in each angle, each surface. No mirrors, no flashy lighting tricks, just the car, presented in a way that honors its design. It's more than a display. It's a quiet, rotating showcase of what Pagani stands for. Engineering, art, and attention to detail at the highest level. Wow! Just look at it. What a stunning Zonda! We are entering the hall to Pagani's atelier and factory area where filming isn't allowed. These images are courtesy of Pagani. This is the Pagani Design Studio and Creative Atelier where every hypercar begins its journey as a hand-drawn sketch. Here designers put pencil to paper, sketching out bold ideas with flowing lines and technical precision. Each drawing reflects Pagani's philosophy of combining art with science. These sketches are then translated into digital models using advanced CAD software. This is where proportions are refined, aerodynamic performance is analyzed, and every detail, from vents to mirror mounts, is tested virtually before anything is built. But the process doesn't stop there. Physical scale models, often sculpted from clay or other material, allow the team to evaluate the car's form in 3 dimensions. These models are constantly reviewed and modified until they perfectly capture Horacio Pagani's vision. The studio is an atelier shaping Pagani masterpieces. It all begins with precision. Large carbon fiber sheets are carefully unrolled and cut into exact shapes. Each piece designed for a specific part of the car. These sheets aren't ordinary. Pagani uses a proprietary carbon titanium weave that are ultra-light, yet incredibly strong. It's the same material trusted in aerospace. Now comes the meticulous handwork. Each carbon segment is laid by skilled technicians into custom molds. They work slowly, smoothing the material by hand, layer after layer, making sure every surface is flawless. Corners are trimmed, edges are aligned, and the pieces are bonded with high-performance adhesive. This process can take hours or even days, depending on the complexity of the part. Once the shape is perfect, the mold is sealed in a clear plastic vacuum bag. Every bit of air is extracted to ensure the material stays tight against the mold without bubbles or gaps. Then it's time for the autoclave. The mold is placed inside, pressure and heat are applied, and the carbon is cured into its final, rock-solid form. It's a process that combines science, craftsmanship, and obsession, the Pagani way. Once cured, the carbon fiber is trimmed with high-precision tools, cutting away any excess material. Now comes the careful release. The part is removed from the mold. In this case, a side mirror housing. It takes gentle force and patience to ensure the piece comes out perfectly intact, without warping or damage. And the result? A flawless, glossy carbon fiber body panels and car shell, smooth to the touch and ready for assembly. Pagani is based near Modena in Italy's Motor Valley and surrounded by top auto parts suppliers and legendary names like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati, Dallara, and Ducati. Two iconic racetracks, Autodromo Modena and Imola, are just nearby. The rear suspension, wheel hub, and exhaust all bolt right onto the carbon fiber tub, keeping things super lightweight but strong. The front assembly is done in a similar way. The massive AMG engine goes in next, along with its exhaust pipes, ready to roar to life. The car's carbon fiber shell is carefully mounted on a jig to ensure perfect alignment, then the hood, or bonnet, is installed. Next up, the engine cover is put into place. Pirelli tires are fitted and locked in place with a single large titanium wheel nut. The seats are assembled and installed, and after a few final touches, the car is ready to roll. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified about future videos.